Hi guys, um, good evening all of you. Hope all of you can hear me. Anyone guys, can you please confirm? Is the audible guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. So guys, with the last session, we completed some basic kind of a setups we have been already done, guys. One is the installation of Power BI is one step I done it. The Power BI desktop, that is nothing but what we call it as a Power BI desktop, guys. And apart from the installation of Power BI desktop, apart from that, the what is the other thing we have been got covered is something like I told you to import the data also, guys. So how do you generally import the data? So whenever you want to create any reports or whenever you want to create any visuals with the help of the Power BI, so we have to require some kind of an what shall I say is we require some kind of a data need to be imported there. So this is your Power BI desktop. But what I did is yesterday I imported the data sets, guys. I imported the data sets. But what I did is I didn't save the file, guys. When you don't save the file, whatever the data you imported yesterday, that data will not be stored anywhere. So again, you have to restore. Again we have to import the data and all these things. So the guys who has, if anyone has missed the yesterday's class, guys, don't worry. Once again, I'll show you. So even I'll also share you the recorded videos of the previous sessions. So you can just go through that particular recorded videos. So nothing happened. It's only just an introduction part, just like installation of Power BI desktop. So once installation is done, open the Power BI desktop from your desktop. And this is how the screen will come. Just a little bit idea, guys. So I didn't started with any much implementation also here, guys. Just we started with this particular Power BI like this, guys. So just I given some idea about environment. So regularly, if you start working, you can work on this, guys. So there is nothing to worry about that. We started only just for importing the data, guys. So two things I discussed yesterday. One is importing the data from CSV file. And second thing is nothing but how to create your own data. That means you enter your own data, whatever you require. So once again, I'm showing. Yesterday, I didn't save it in, guys. Yesterday, we done it, but I didn't save it anywhere, guys. So get data here now. On the menu option, we can see in the home menu, we have a get data option is there, guys. Can you see there is an option called as a text or a CSV file. So what is a text or a CSV file? Generally, we all of you have an idea now, guys. What is meaning of a text file? A normal generalized text file, text data only, guys, which we can open with a normal notepad. So I used this data set, guys. User cars.csv file. I'll share the data sets. If anyone has missed yesterday's class, don't worry. Just again, we'll import the data. One or two tables I'll import it. Yesterday, I imported somewhere around 5-6 data sets I imported. Today, don't do that, guys. Just I will go for some kind of a basic steps only. Just 2 or 3 tables I'll import it and we'll start with the work, guys. See, data was imported. See here, we can see the data here, guys. There is a report view is there. Below that, we have a table view is there. So in table view, we can see the data. Whatever the data that was important, we can see the data here, guys. Again, come back. Again, I'm going to do the same thing, guys. Get data. So either we can see click here or go to the more options. So here we have a different options are there, guys. Files are there. Databases are there. Microsoft Fabric is there. Power Platform is there. We have an Azure is there. So we can see, guys, we are having online services, others, almost all 200 plus different type of data sources Power BI can connect, guys. So go to the file option, guys. Excel workbook is there. I'll tell you what is text or a CSV file. Click on connect. It will ask you where is the location is there. So I selected some data set called as an insurance.csv file. Click on open. So just for example, guys, just to understand that it is going to be. So what is a delimiter? Means how the data was separated. The data was separated by a comma. So if you say that some other which is going to be equal to symbol or equal sign symbol, space symbol is there. So it cannot understand it properly. So it is separated by a comma, guys. So I separated with the help of a comma. Clearly the data has been identified. See there, what are the headers are there? What is the data was there? Click on the load button. That's it, guys. This is how we have to we have to import the data. One more file I will import, guys, just for a small practice purpose. I'm importing another data set called as some churn.csv file. Click on open. So 3-4 files sufficient, guys. I'll share the data sets to you now. After just at the end of the session, I will share the data sets. You can also download and you can also have the same data with you also, guys. So whatever the data I'm using, you also can use it. Churn, This is a churn data set, guys. So if you can see totally 7,000, we are having 43 records of data was there. 7,043 records we have the data. So there is an insurance table. So it is having 1,338 records. User cars, just a matter of 150 rows, guys. So just a matter of 150 rows. A small data sets, 150 rows. We have a 1,300 rows. We have a 7,000 rows are there. Maybe later 1 lakh. How many records you want to work? We can work with that. But what I am going to do here is, guys, don't forget to save the file and say save as. Okay, I'm going for which is going to be save as. But if you don't save it, what happens? No, you understand, guys. Yesterday we didn't save the file. So what happened? Again, today I have to import the data. So better to save the file, guys. File, I'm going to say save as. Anywhere in the D drive or anywhere wherever you want, you can save your file. So it is asking, browse this device. Already there are some directories are there. Today I used the D drive. Last week I used a, see the path d:/data/ Power BI files are there. I have a separate folder was there, guys, for Power BI files. I'm selecting the file. So I'm giving the batch. Generally what I'll do is, guys, it is going to be, let us say that Power BI, let us say that it is going to be 5 p.m. Just a minute. It's going to be nothing but I said, which is going to be, just a minute. It's stored as some different file. Let me save it once again. So let me save it once again, guys. I think I have wrongly selected. So no worries. It is going to be, let us say that it's going to be Power BI. Let us say that it's going to be 5 p.m. Just an example, Power BI PBI 5 p.m. file. Just save it, guys. So once we save it, so see there automatically the name will come here now. It's a PBI 5 p.m. So from now onwards, no worries about that. Open the Power BI desktop file, guys. Directly open the Power BI desktop. You can see this is going to be the Power BI desktop file, guys. And here we can see this is going to be something called as an, no need of going for blank report now. You can directly open Power BI, which is going to be 5 pm.pbx file, guys. So open it. So whatever the tables we imported yesterday, that means whatever the earlier, all the tables are as it is intact. So no loss of data. Everything is available here. Churn, insurance, user cars. Again, I'm going to enter some data here, guys. See there, I'm going to enter my own data also. I'm going to be entering here now. We have an option called as an enter data. So yesterday I told you to enter the data, guys. So you can enter your own data. So like, for example, I'm said that yesterday, employee number as an employee name, salary, and for example, department number or department. Sorry, guys. Right. So what is employee number? Just like in normal Excel sheet, how you enter the data, you please enter some sample data. Just don't try to insert too much data, guys. Okay, it's a wastage of time. Hardly 10, 12 records. Don't insert more than that. Right now, inserted only just a 5 records I inserted, guys. Let us say that I'm entering my name, Vamsi. Let us say it is going to be some Krishna. Something like, let us say Krishna. Let us say Udit. And I said, which is Deepa. And I'll say, it's going to be Kriti, for example. Right, and salaries you can enter your own values whatever you want. So 25,000, let us say 15,000, something like 12,000, whatever the data you require, 20,000, and let us say 42,000. Right, something data like this. Department I can enter some sales, something like I say which is going to be research, something like operations, and something like again some sales department, HR department, something like this. Just give any name of the table, guys. Let us say it is employees. Click on load. So data, I created a new table here, guys. If you can see, a new table has been got created here now. You can see a new table was started here, guys. You can see very clearly I entered some small data set. So you prepare your own data also, guys. So see there, churn, employees, insurance, and user cars. See there, here we can see them. Here we can see them. So don't worry, guys, who has joined for the, I think some people has joined for today's class. So don't worry, just you can just go through the classes. I didn't started with any practical also. Just open your Power BI desktop, guys. Just you say, which is going to be in the home page. We have the option called as in get data is there. Use text or CSV. I'll give you some files to you. You take the files and import the data sets, guys. Nothing matters there. Just I'll give you the data. Just you try to work with that particular data sets. No need of doing anything, guys. Just for a small timing, you enter your own data, guys. You prepare your own data. Every time, don't depend on me. I'll give you the data, but apart from that, you also should be in a position to prepare your own data sets, guys. So these are going to be something like what we have been imported. Now, as I said that after importing the data, save it guys. After importing the data, immediately we don't start with reporting guys. Immediately we don't start with reporting guys. Then what we have to do? First of all, what we have to do is guys, just give me a second. All right. The first thing what we have to do is guys, first of all, we have to transform the data. We have to do some cleaning. So immediately don't think that data was loaded, so data is ready. So we have to go for something called as a data cleaning or a data cleansing or a data transformations, whatever we say that. So yesterday I told you guys, where is the data transformation is done? It is done by using a separate tool called as a Power Query Editor. So name of the tool, very easy guys. It is going to be Power Query Editor. So what is a query? Whatever the data that we imported in our Power BI, we call it as table, right? Actually, in Power BI, we call the table as an query, guys. So we are doing we are editing the data only now, guys. So it is going to be table editor, that is query editor, belongs to Power Platform. That's why Power Query Editor, Power Query Editor, guys. That's it. No need of by hearting the name or something like this. It's a Power BI desktop, which we have been seen. That is nothing but the name of our tool. Inside that, there is going to be some editor called as a Power Query Editor is there. These are all what we call it as queries, guys. These are all what we are going to call it as an query. So here it is saying that tables, but actually whenever we see this data, right click on that, you can see here, guys. See there is an option is there, edit query. We are having the option is there. These are all what we are going to call it as queries, guys. Okay. Now have a look at that. How to open your Power Query Editor, guys. To open your Power Query Editor, no separate installation is required, guys. Power Query Editor is part of your Power BI desktop. See there? So here directly in the home ribbon, we have the option called as an, see there guys, transform data option is there. Let me put a pointer on the transform data, guys. What we can see, guys, use the Power Query Editor to connect. Use the Power Query Editor to connect, prepare and transform the data. So we can import the data there also, guys. We can also connect to your data. You can also transform the data. We can prepare your data, whatever you want, we can do that. So click on this particular Power Query Editor, guys. Click on the Power Query Editor. So today's session is only just to understand the Power Query Editor. From next class, we'll start with the practical implementation, guys. So today we are doing a practical, but you are not starting with any transformations, guys. So don't get confused with this. So 1 or 2 days, a little bit confusion will be there, guys. So see the two different environments. I can work on both of them at a time. It's not like if you close this Power Query Editor, then only you can work with Power BI Desktop. Not like that, guys. I can work in both the cases. I can work at a time. So try to just concentrate on this tool, guys. It's a Power BI. It's a Power Query Editor, guys. Okay, I think you can see a clear difference. On the right hand side, we can see something called as then queries are there. As I told you now, guys, queries are nothing but your tables. And on the right hand side, we have something called as then query settings are there. In the middle, it is going to show you what is your data, guys. What is your data? Remember, guys, in Power Query Editor, no reporting, no visualization we can do. Only data transformation only. Only transforming of data can be done. Modifying of data we can see. So see there, all the data, whatever we have imported, all the data is available here, guys. So learning here is nothing is there, guys. Just we have to learn all these things. What is the purpose of choose columns? What is the purpose of keep rows? What is the purpose of removing of rows? What is sorting, ascending, descending? What is the meaning of split columns? What is group by purpose? What is merge queries? What is append queries? In transform, there are so many options are there. What do you mean to say replace values? When should I use the fill option? What is the need of transposing? What is the purpose of group by? Why should I go for something called as an splitting the columns? Why should I go for something called as a formatting of columns? Why should I go for extract? Just all these things we have to just understand them, guys. What are the purpose of those options only? We have to study about them. You don't require to write any single maximum mouse usage will not be there, guys. Till we go for DAX. When you go to that DAX only, we have to use some kind of an, you have to use your keyboard because you have to type something there. So typing means, again, don't think that we have to write a programs. We don't write any programs. There are some DAX functions will be there. We have to use them, guys. Okay. Now let me explain this concept, guys. On the left hand side, if we can say something called as an queries, And on the right hand side, we have a query settings is there. No worries, I closed it, but I'll come back to that. Now come here, guys. Right now, there are only 4 tables are there. I don't have any problem. 4 tables are there. Easily, you can select the tables very easily. But when you go to real time, there is going to be a lot of tables will be there, guys, right? In your project, when you're working in a company, there are various departments are there. Or let us say that you are working for various clients. Every clients will have their own data. So managing all the data is going to be very complex for you now, guys. It's obviously very complex for us. So today it is only just a matter of 4 tables, guys. But when you go to real time, there may be 70, 80 tables are there. So how can you manage the things? Generally, normally in our computer, what we'll do, guys, whenever we have some files are there. So we have a lot of files will be there. Some files related to resumes, some files related to your reading materials, some files are related to some maybe some other important documents. So how do you manage all of them, guys? We don't put all of them in a single folder. If we put all of them in a single folder, we can't manage the things easily. So in a single location, we cannot manage the things, guys. That's why generally what we do now, guys, we know that we'll maintain everything. It is going to be, it's going to be nothing but what we can see. Everything we are going to manage in a different folders, right? So we use a different folders and we are going to do it, guys, right? So same as it is here also, we are going to work with the same way, guys. So whenever we want to work with some multiple files, right now it's not required because we can see the tables very clearly. User cars, insurance, churn dataset, employees table. But when you go for practically, you will find out a lot of which is going to be, we are going to find out which is going to be a lot of tables will be there. So when you have a lot of tables are there, how can you manage the things which is not possible? That's why what we have to do is we have to manage them in kind of in folders. So folders means we don't create any folders in C drive, D drive or E drive. We don't create that kind of a folders here, guys. So just a kind of an, what I can say is a kind of an which is going to be groups. We are going to create it. So right now I have a very few tables are there, but no worries. I'll just create 1 or 2 groups. I'll create it, guys. See there, queries are there, 4 queries are there. You can minimize, but we can't close it. You can just minimize, which is going to be minimize them, and just we are going to expand them, minimize them, and we can expand them. Minimize the navigator pane. So this is going to be navigator pane here, guys. Just minimize it or expand it. Very easy, guys. Right click here. Multiple ways are there. Right click here. Can you see, guys? There is something called as a new group option is coming there. Don't click wherever you want, guys. In the queries only, we have to do that. Right click and click on new group. Right click and click on new group, guys. What is the name of the group? Something like an, say that it is going to be something like an sales group. Let us say that sales group, or something like which is going to be something called as an claims. Something we are working with some kind of an which is going to be. So in insurance company, what are the claims are there? So simply click on OK. See there, one folder, if kind of a folder kind of a thing has been got created. See claims, and we have something called as an other queries, what we can see. Very simple, guys. How do you generally move the files from one directory to another directory? You know that, right? So on your desktop, you have 2 folders are there. I want to move the file into one of the directories. Simple, we'll drag it and drop it, right? Same thing here also, guys. For example, insurance, drag it and drop it into the claims. Let us say that user cars, drag it and drop it into the claims. Like that, you can create as many we can create in, guys. Right click, again a new group. I'm creating a new group with a name called as, for example, HR group is there. So what our HR group contains, guys? Employees data into the HR group. See there now, total 5 queries are there. Out of the 2 queries are in the claims folder. 1 query is going to be there in HR folder. 1 query is there in the other queries are there. Just a kind of a management. We don't do anything here, guys. Just a kind of a management we are going to do, guys. Just managing that particular tables into multiple kind of a groups. Just a kind of a groups, guys. You can just move here and there. You can bring it again from here to here, or you can just move it again from here to here. Right click there, guys. You have an option is there. Move to the group. So which group you want to move? Either you want to move to the claims group, or do you want to go to the HR group, or do you want to create a new group? From here also we can create the groups, guys. So it's not that you have to create the group like this only, guys. Right click and no need to create a new group. Just right click here and we can say move to the group, either claims group or HR groups or either with a new group, guys. So like this, we can just make the users make that particular tables or queries to put it into multiple folders like this, guys. So what is the main purpose? Just easy to manage, technically no advantage at all. Just it is too easy to manage the tables. We can use it, guys. Okay. And here also we can import directly. We can import the data from here also, guys. For example, into the HR table or some other queries, right click there. Directly there is an option called as a new query was there. Same option. Same option, guys. There is no difference at all. New query and say the option is going to be text or a CSV file. Same location, same path, same application, what it is asking, guys. So go there, which is going to be, I have a data folder was there. In the data folder, yesterday I told you, put all your files into one directory, guys. So don't put here and there. I'll share you the files. So put all the files into one directory, guys. Don't put some files in some location, some files in another location. Don't put like that, guys. Sorry. Okay. So this is gapminder.csv file, guys. So import the data. For example, some other data set is there. So right click here now. Just go to the option called as, here also we have a new group is there, or we have a move to the group is there. Anything we can do it, guys. So again, I'm going to go for, it is going to be new query from where text or CSV file. So I'm selecting a file, guys. Let us say something, a table called as medals by country in 2016 data it's guys. Medals by country underscore 2016. So one more table has been imported, guys. A small table. A small table has been imported. Previously, we started with 4 or 5 tables. Now the number of tables has been became, which is going to be 6 tables, guys. So simple, nothing to do. It is going to be just saving, guys. The data is going to be get saved here. I'll tell you. Okay, so data, if you can see, it is going to be saving the data, guys. Right. So this is what the queries, what is going to be the particular, the queries navigator or something called as the queries, it is going to do that. Sir, then what about the right hand side? Previously, there is something called as a query settings. But sir, I unfortunately closed it. So what you have to do? So don't worry, guys. In the case on the right hand side, we can't see the query editor. Here we have an option. Generally, it's a generalized option now, guys. I want to view that particular query settings is there. So go to the view menu. There we can see something called as an query settings option is there. See there, guys, query settings option is there. So if we can see, query settings window has been appeared. Again, we deselect it, it will automatically close it, guys. So it is going to be all about this kind of a technique only, guys. So it is going to be query settings is there. In the case, if it is not visible, guys, just go to this particular view menu and click on the query settings page, what we can do that. Now, try to understand carefully, guys. What is this concept called as, this particular concept called as n, this one, just give me a second, guys. Please be, all of you, please be online. I'll be back in a minute. Right. What you hear is, guys, this is going to be something like, on the right hand side, we can see something called as n, a query settings is there. Down to that, we are having the name of the table, whatever we selected. So if you selected insurance table will appear. For example, user cars table will appear. Can observe carefully, there is going to be something called as an applied steps option is there, guys. Try to listen carefully, try to understand carefully, guys. There is something called as an applied steps is there. Already there are some steps are already there, guys. Can you see? There are already some steps are already there. Some 3 or sometimes it is 3 steps. Sometimes it may be 2 steps. Sometimes it may be 1 step also. Sometimes it may be 4 steps also. For example, see the employees table. We have only 2 steps are there. We have a 2 steps are there. Whenever we selected some tables 3 steps, some tables 4 steps, already there are some steps are there. I'll tell you what is the main purpose here, guys. So obviously, as we are trying to understand here is, guys, so what we are trying to understand here is, guys, using this Power Query editor, we will perform the transformations, right? We know, all of you know that we'll perform the transformations. So whenever you perform a transformation can be anything, guys. It can be any changes to your table. So example, let us say that I will select these columns, a few columns from this table, and simple guys, right click on that. I will say remove the columns. Some unwanted columns, I'm going to remove them, guys. Just forget about that. I'm going to remove some columns here. I will perform some changes, anything I can do that. But how do you remember what are the transactions or whatever the transformations we have done on this particular table? After some 1 year of time, how can you remember, how can you memorize like what transformations has been applied on this table, guys? Isn't it? After some few years, we have to know it now, guys, what transformations we have done. So if you want to know that particular transformation, who is going to guide you? So who is going to tells you what type of transformations are performed? How do you know about all these things, guys? How do you know about all these things? So to do that, what exactly we have to do is, guys, the Power BI will try to maintain, means whenever you do any transformations, Power BI will maintain all these kind of a transformations will be maintained as a step here, guys. They will maintain as a, which is going to be step here, guys. Every transformation you do, right now I'm not discussing about that, but observe carefully. Right click there and say remove the columns, guys. So see this, how this table has came here now. This is not the table actually what I imported. This is not the table which actually imported, guys. See there? It is not the table, guys. This is not the actual table which we imported there. So if we can observe carefully, this is the data which I transformed the data, guys. This is actually not the original table it is. It is not the original table which we imported, guys. We done some transactions. What are the transactions we have done? The transactions, whatever you have done is nothing but, you can see here, guys. See there, you have done some removed columns. For example, let us say that right click on this column. I'll tell you the transformation, guys. Don't worry. I'm converting this into uppercase. So you have performed a transformation called as an uppercase. That means whenever we performing any transformations on this particular table, guys, whenever we are performing any kind of a transformations on this particular table, so what transformations we have done, what type of changes you have done, all that particular changes is going to be maintained here, guys. All these transformations are going to be maintained here, guys. Can you observe carefully? They are all going to be maintained here, guys. So what is the need of this? What is going to be the need of this, guys? The main need of this particular transformation is nothing but whenever you are performing some transformations, it is maintaining a log. So who is going to tell you, guys, what type of transformations you have already done in the table? How this, for example, you've done some transformations and you left the company. Now the other person joins. So how he knows that, like what are the transformations you have done? How do you got this particular data and all these things? What we have to do that. So who is going to help you? So in real time, we'll maintain some documentation we have to maintain. But here it is going to be something like the already Power BI maintains the transformations like this. See there, it is nothing but the transformations we can see there, guys. Each and every transformation, whatever you perform, all that particular the transformations will be maintained there, guys. So we have imported the data. After that, we changed the data type. I'll explain this. We removed the columns, guys. And after, you see there, guys, before removing the column, this is a table structure. Removed columns, we removed some columns. The table has become like this. Uppercase of text, we converted one of the data in the table to uppercase what we converted. And it's not only maintains, guys, even it also allows you to, which is nothing but what we can do is, guys, it also allows you to, which is nothing but what we can say is to delete that, undo the steps also, guys. That means what we can do, guys, you can perform some kind of an which is going to be, don't think that these transformations are permanent, guys. You can undo them. See there, for every step we applied there, on the left hand side, there is a delete button was there. We can see something called as a delete button was there. So we can see cross button is there, except for the first step, guys. Whatever the first step is there, no source step is there, no, guys. Except for the source steps, remaining steps we can delete them, guys. See there, there is going to be something like a delete button is there, except for the first step. For the first step, you don't get the source option, guys. We can't delete it. Now see there again, I converted this into uppercase, guys. Delete the step. Whatever the data that is present before converting, same table as it is, it will be existing, guys. Next, it is going to be, we removed some columns, guys. Undo the step. So automatically, whatever the columns we have been dropped, that will be comes back. And don't think that this is only for temporary purpose, guys. Till you save it only we can do. Not, guys. Even after 1 year also we can undo the steps. You can save the changes after 1 year, after 2 years, after 10 years also, you can undo the steps. For example, have a look at this. I'm selecting some few columns from this table, guys. Right click and I said, which is going to be, I remove the columns, guys. And the gender column is there. I'm right clicking there. I'm just converting into, which is going to be uppercase. So I'll say, which is going to be transform. I'm converting into uppercase, guys. Save them, guys. Save them. I'm saving them, guys. After saving them, close it. Close it, guys. Close your Power Query editor. See there. You have to close your Power Query editor, guys. So this is your Power BI desktop, guys. On top of that, I got a something called as a Power BI, sorry, a Power Query editor is there. Close it. So we are not closing Power BI desktop, guys. I'm closing only Power Query editor only. See there. Power Query editor. Do you want to apply the changes? Yes, I want to apply the changes, guys. So once if we apply the changes, then only we can see the data here, guys. See there in used cars, sorry, in insurance table, we have only 2 columns of data was there. Save it, guys. Already it was saved. So close it. So what I did is, guys, I removed some columns. And I converted one of the column into uppercase. And what I did is, guys, and saved it and I just closed it, guys. So don't think that till you close it and save it only the changes can be done. Once it is saved, generally normally in any application, what you do, guys, once you make some changes and save them, after some time you cannot revert it back. But here it is not like that, guys. Open your batch 5pm.pbx file, open it, and go to the option called as a transform data, guys. As already said that for a couple of weeks, we are going to completely dedicate our time only to this transform data, guys. Okay, go to the table. Which table, guys? Insurance table is there. Don't think that, sir, we already saved it. Already we removed the columns and saved it. No worries. You can just undo the steps once again, guys. See there, I just updated, I just converted into again into the same case. Again, if we said remove columns, if I delete the steps, whatever the columns you deleted, that will come back as it is. You understood the point, guys? So make any changes to the table, guys. Every changes are going to be maintained as a log by your Power BI. In the case if you want to undo them, so just without having any issue, with after immediately, don't think that till I save it, or only at the end of the day, not like that. Even tomorrow, after 1 year also, you can again undo this option once again, guys. Done, guys? For example, once again, I'm just converting this into which is going to be uppercase. We are converting this into which is going to be uppercase. Multiple options are there, guys. I'll tell you. What are all the options? I'll tell you, guys. See there, region I converted into uppercase. Female gender is there. I'm converting into which is going to be title case. So title case means first character will be uppercase, guys, remaining will be converted into lowercase. So we don't do it in our training program. We don't do it in our training program, guys, because in training program, we are going to explore a lot of things, guys. But in real time, whatever you require, only those only we have to perform. You should not perform all the tasks, whatever provided by Power BI. So what I'm doing here is, guys, you can see something like, okay, we capitalized each word, but we have to specify some kind of a business needs, like why you have changed it. So let us rename this step, guys, so that we can understand why you done this transformation. So it is nothing but female. So the gender column is there. What you did, guys, you converted into the first character into uppercase. So what I'm going to do is, so gender, I'll rename them, guys. I say that it is going to be rename. What I'm going to say that I'll say like this, guys. Gender data, gender column or gender, it is going to be transformer 2, which is going to be transformer 2. Let us say that we call it as title case, guys. Gender column, gender transformer 2 title case. It is uppercase of text. Which column is uppercase of text, guys? Region column has been converted into uppercase. So that we can understand what is the step is applied. For what purpose we applied the steps. In real time, we have to rename them, guys. Every step you apply. So why you have done that particular step? Rename the step. So that the other person understand, okay, we converted uppercase text, but which column you converted into uppercase text? So specify some name. What is the name of that particular column? It is nothing but region. So I said which is going to be something called as a region column let us say that it is going to be updated to, which is going to be converted to uppercase. It is going to be, let us say that it is converted to, which is going to be uppercase, guys. Like that, you have to just perform this kind of a changes. We have to do that so that the other people understands like what is the purpose of that. So region column converted into uppercase, guys. Gender column transformed to, which is going to be title, guys. But don't worry, again we can undo the steps directly, guys. Got the point, guys? So this is what basically the transformations has to be gets done. And remember one important point, guys. Whenever you do any transformations here, these changes need to be reflected here, guys. For example, let me show you this one example. From this column, I'm removing gender, children, smoker, region, some columns, I'm removing them, guys. Remove columns. Remove columns, guys. So see in the Power BI, in the Power Query editor, insurance table is showing only 2 columns. In the Power Query editor, if you see the insurance table, guys, it is still, I think, age and BMI. Actually, it's a earlier table, actually. I'll do one thing. Don't worry, don't worry. Let me save it, guys. Just give me a second. Actually, earlier I removed the 2 columns, actually. That is the reason. All right. Now see the table for both the tables, guys. Exactly, we have the, which is going to be the same columns, whatever we have it. Now in the Power Query editor, I'm removing some of the columns from the table, guys. Let us say that I'm removing somewhere around 5 columns out of the 5 columns or 6 columns. I removed them, guys. Now see there, the table is containing only 1 column. But in a Power BI desktop, guys, it is showing you still 7 columns. It is showing you that. Because unless and until you don't save it, the changes are not reflected here, guys. So what you have to do is simple. Here we don't have a close option, guys. That means save option is not available. I'm talking about Power Query editor, guys. Can you see there? Close and apply. So you know what is meaning of close and apply, guys? Close the Power Query editor and just we have to apply the changes, guys. We have to apply the changes. Once if you say apply the changes, once if you said apply the changes, then only the changes are going to be reflected in your Power BI desktop. Got the point? So see there, close and apply or only apply. Only apply means don't close it, apply them. So see there, once if you click on apply the changes, now see there, we got the table here, guys. Same column as it is what we can see with the data. Okay, so that is the way how we practically we have to study about these particular implementations, what we have to work with them. So make some changes here, guys. If we make any changes here now, again, undo the step here, guys. We got the table back. Now what you do now? Simply you have to say apply. Don't close it and apply if you want. If you want to close it and apply. If you don't want to close, if you just only apply but not closing, then you can go for the option called as an apply. So regularly we have to say apply the changes. Then the changes are going to be reflected in your Power BI desktop, and don't forget to save it. If you forgot to save it, these changes are not saved in your file. So again, once next day when you open the file, all transformations are lost. If you imported any data, all the data is also lost, guys. Okay. So once again, I'm telling guys, open your Power Query editor here, guys. So open, click on the transform data. It will open the Power Query editor. Okay. So on the left hand side, we can see the queries window, the queries tab. We can find out, minimize and maximize what we can do. On the right hand side, there is query settings is there. Close it. No worries. Go to the view menu and click on query settings, guys. Okay. So you can find out that particular query settings page, right? So close it. I didn't done any changes, no. So it won't ask you, do you want to close it or don't want to close it? If you make any changes, it will ask you, guys. Okay. So don't forget to save it, guys. Fine. So that's it, guys. That's it for the today's class. And with this, we have completed all the demo sessions, guys. Almost all we have taken 5 demo sessions I have taken, guys. So maybe some of you have not attended all the 5 demo sessions. Today is the 5th demo, guys. So if anyone has missed the last classes, the last 4 or 5 classes, if you missed them, so don't worry, I will give you the link for those particular videos here, guys. And I think you guys already got some updated mail. You will also get the updated mail from our backend team. So this is the link, guys. So just if you go through the link, you can find out the last, which is going to be the 3 classes, 4 classes, right? So yesterday also we have taken, right, 4th. I think it was old mail, I think so. It's a previous mail. It is not uploaded. The 4th session was not uploaded. I think yesterday it was heavily rained here in Hyderabad. Even the DURGASOFT office does not have the power from yesterday. I think it was restored in the today's afternoon. Almost all for 24 hours there was no power for them. So maybe they will upload it. So currently I can see only the 3 videos only we can see, 30th, 31st and 1st. Yesterday we have taken one session, 4th, and today is going to be the 5th session, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. So just have a link. Have a link here, guys. I'll share the link here. So just what you do is, if anyone has missed the previous classes, so just click on the link, guys, and just you can find out the whatever the recorded sessions on the YouTube. So this is only for demo sessions, guys. Regular classes you will get through the Google Drive, guys. Go to the Google Drive. In the Google Drive, they will get the access. And already informed you yesterday, guys. So today is the last demo session. From tomorrow, we'll have a regular classes, and the link will changes from tomorrow onwards, guys. It will be shared only with the paid participants. Only the paid learners can access that new link. Please complete off your registration, guys, by paying the required fee amount of 7,000. Okay. So including the course, training, videos, materials, data sets, all the things are included, guys. Project, everything is included in the amount of 7,000. Okay. So that's it, guys. That's it for the today's class from my side. So if you have any questions, you can just clarify your questions, guys. If you have anyone having any questions, you can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Right? Yes. Anyone? Any questions, guys? If you have any questions from your side? Yes. Yes.
Sir, are you creating a WhatsApp so that we can anything we can post there among ourselves, and you will be there to guide us?
Yes, can you repeat it? Actually, I missed your voice. Your voice is not clear. It's breakdown. It's breaking. So once again, can you repeat your question?
Sir, is it audible now?
Yeah, it's audible. Yeah.
Sir, are you creating a WhatsApp group so that we can all be connected there?
Yeah.
Any doubt and all?
Yes. Absolutely. We'll create, because obviously it is an online training, right? So we'll have a Telegram group will be there. We'll create a Telegram group. After a couple of days, I'll create it. Once the batch starts, after a couple of days, I'll create a Telegram group. I'll share the link, all of your, specifically only for your batch. So you will join the batch. You can join the Telegram group. And if you have any questions, or if you require anything, or if you have any queries, so instantly you can drop a message there. Maximum I'll try to answer it as soon as possible, but sometimes maybe hardly a 15 minutes, 20 minutes delay may be there. If I was free, I will immediately respond them. Otherwise, at least a 15, 20 minutes, maximum of 30 minutes, it will take it. If I was in the classes, some things, if you ask us small questions, I can answer them. But if you require anything like any material or anything, if you require, maximum a 15, 20 minutes or maximum half an hour, guys. So I can share those particular details. I can respond to your questions in the Telegram group. We'll create it, guys. Yes. Anyone else, guys? Right. So course is Power BI with SQL Server means we'll teach Power BI with related to SQL. Absolutely. So all the SQL related topics, whatever that is required for Power BI, those topics also we are going to discuss in this classroom training only. We are going to discuss with them. Okay. And maximum we'll use SQL Server as your backend databases, and we'll dedicate some time to work and to learn something about SQL Server also in the training program. Okay. Fine, guys. Right. Any questions, guys?
Sir?
Yes.
You'll be telling simultaneously, or after the class we need to practice?
No, simultaneously. Simultaneously depends. Depending on the requirement, I'll teach some topics sometimes, and I will give a break for the Power BI. Both are interactive. So there is no need to, there also will work with the data. Here also will work with the data. Some topics I'm going to discuss interactively whenever requirement comes. And at some topics which I'm going to teach you at the end of the training program, I'm going to teach in the last classes. But majority of the concepts during the training program will cover up them.
Okay. If
Okay.
I think if it will be like simultaneously, some things does not work on the time, so that we can ask immediately, like if it will be simultaneously, it will be nice, I think. So.
Simultaneously means not all the topics at a time. So we'll see. That means some requirement has came. So to understand. So first we'll start with First, we have started with Power BI, right? So while you are going for transformations, right now during the transformation stage, we don't require anything. Sometimes we have to work with them. Some topics will be there related to the SQL Server. So then at that instant of time, I will teach that particular topic, and then I'll come back here and I'm going to do the implementations. Both interactively. That means we don't have any time like half an hour this one or 1 hour this one, not like that. Depending on the requirement, I'll combine both of them and I will teach you the topics.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing, if
Yeah.
you are navigating something to the one file or the other file, explain little bit slowly that we can, after a class, we can be using that class and we'll be practicing in the offline.
Absolutely, you can do that. And also, we'll also get the recording video also.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the case, if you have any doubts, you can just refer that recording video and you can go through them.
That's what, a little bit slow while
Yeah.
telling the class. After the class, we'll be watching that classes and we'll be
Absolutely. But
practicing. That will
see,
be easy.
files and all these things, we are going to import only for one time only. Every day we don't import them, right? You understood? So today we imported, tomorrow I don't import any tables there. So once you know the mechanism, you can understand it. So I'll give you the files. Importing mechanism is going to be same. Absolutely. But I'll say that I will, okay, fine. So while you want to say that everything is navigation only throughout the Power BI, everything is navigation only. 1 or 2 days, maybe because you are new to my training, right? 1 or 2 days you attend it. Obviously, you can, no worries about that. You can adjust to that speed or adjust to that particular flow. You can easily, we can adopt to that. So no need of worrying about that. So if you have any doubts, just ask me, raise your questions. And once again, you can ask your doubts once again in the classroom so that I can repeat the questions. Okay? Fine.
Okay. Actually, I have sent some files in the Zoom meeting right yesterday.
Yesterday, yes.
Yeah, I didn't get that files. If it is possible through mail.
I'll give you tomorrow. I'll give you because we have not yet got the access to the drive, right? So tomorrow I will put all of them into a drive and I'll share you the drive link tomorrow so that we'll get access to all the files at a time. Okay. Tomorrow I'll give you that.
Okay, thanks.
Right. Okay. So guys, I think some more also are asking for some yesterday's file. So don't worry. So tomorrow I'll give you the files, all the files at a time, total files I'll give you. I'll put it into a Google Drive and I'll directly give the link. From the directly link, you can download the files and you can save it in your system, guys. Okay. So tomorrow I'll give you the files, guys. Right. Any more questions if you have, guys?
Sir, will we be helping in the resume and getting interview calls on Power BI?
Yes. We'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And from tomorrow's class, guys, the link will changes, guys. So who has already registered, you can just ignore it. And who has not yet registered, guys, so please, you can register by tomorrow. At least you try to do it by tomorrow morning or by at least by afternoon. So don't do it in the last minute. And again, messaging me saying that, sir, I paid it and I didn't got the link. So anyhow, if you have any further doubts, guys, and if you have any further questions, so I'm just sending my number here now. So you can feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. I've shared the number in the chat window. It's 8008077717 is my contact number. So feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. If you have any further, if you require any doubts, if you have any doubts further before joining the class. So after the class started, we'll create one Telegram group will be there. You can discuss over it. But for the timing, if you have any questions, guys, so feel free to reach me on my WhatsApp number, guys. Okay, fine, guys. So that's it for the today's class, guys. So tomorrow I'll see you at the same time, but with a new link, guys. Okay. So thanks for today. We'll meet up tomorrow, guys.